So just a real quick video here today. I'm going out of town tomorrow, going down to Northern Virginia. So I went out to the garage sales today. Not a recipe for success. I brought my 7-year-old, which makes it kind of hard to get into the groove. But a couple of real quick things here. If you can see this here, these are actually old wooden ladders that I cut down into like 6-foot sections. Some of them, like this one here, it's pretty nice. I'm going to refinish. Other pieces you just sell with the paint on them, and people seem to love those as well. This one actually here has a stamping on it, and I have a woman who's bought a few from me that's been dying to get a refinished one with that stamping on it. So I'm hoping that she's going to take that one. This, over the last couple of years, has been my biggest seller, is just selling these ladder sections locally. Pinterest women, they love this kind of stuff. They have all kinds of great ideas for them. Real easy sells. Meet people down at the grocery store about 5 minutes away. Last couple of years, this is just biggest seller by far. A couple other quick things. Picked up another lacrosse helmet. I sold another one of these this week. Actually, the one I sold was yellow and it had the blue, kind of looked like the Michigan Wolverines, and I put that in the listing, and the person that bought it was from Michigan, so that worked out pretty good. Got this Garmin handheld GPS. I had some corrosion in there, so I wasn't quite sure, but they put some new batteries in and it actually works, so I'll clean it up a little bit. They wanted 10. I offered them 5. They took it, and it looks like they go for about 80 bucks. So as long as it works good, and I know it powers on, that was a pretty good buy. Got a fungo bat, which I would thank John for, because I don't think I would know what a fungo bat was unless I'd watched his video where he talked about it. Paid a couple bucks for this at the Goodwill. Not sure exactly how much it's worth. Looked like maybe about 30 bucks. I haven't shipped a bat before, so that will be a new experience for me. And then the other thing I got was actually a gift for my father-in-law. This is one of those things where it grabs stuff. He's retired, and in his retirement, he picks up cans on the side of the road for deposit, and that's how he basically pays for all of his bills. So he rides on his moped and he uses this to pick up the cans, and that's pretty much what he does to keep himself occupied. So just real quick, didn't find a lot. Tough to get in the groove with my 7-year-old with me who didn't really want to be with me. So did what I could. Thursday's not a huge garage sale day here, but there was a few neighborhood sales, so prices were kind of high. Don't know that I'll be doing much sourcing over the weekend while I'm in Virginia, but just wanted to share this, and especially this ladder was a pretty good score. Kind of funny because I actually messaged the guy off of Craigslist, and I started talking to him. He had 2 pictures of 2 ladders, and he said there only one was available. And so I messaged him and I asked him if it had the stamping on the side, and he said yeah. I said, okay, let me come take a look. I said, but I'm gonna have to cut it on the spot to get it into my vehicle. And he's like, hey, you know what? I think you bought one for me last year. In actuality, I had totally forgot that I had bought the other one that was in the picture, bought from him about a year ago. And he had this one at the time, but he wanted a lot more money for it. So, over the course of whatever, 6-9 months, this price has come down a lot, and I'll do pretty well on this. I'll probably refinish a couple of the pieces, and this will probably end up being my biggest score of the day, to be honest with you. So, I don't know if you ever spot these or if they're popular in your area, but I can't even count how many of these things I've sold over the last 2 years, how many sections I've sold. I would say hundreds. So, all right, hopefully everybody has a good sourcing weekend, because mine's going to be probably pretty dull.